Good evening, everyone. L7C here. Just trying to get everything set up. It's been a while. Been a while since we've been on but it's not working. Okay. That thing is acting real weird. But yeah, I haven't streamed a game since our championship. Last year we were really good. This year we are really bad. Which is okay. Oh. The chat box must be down. Yeah, none of my commands are popping up. Okay. But we're here. The reason we are streaming this game in particular is because this is the biggest game I played in our Pac-12 championship game last year. Oh, but this is different. We are playing at LSU. We are playing at night. We are playing on October 30th. For people who don't know, that is actually my birthday. So that's why when I saw that date, LSU at night, they're undefeated. This is probably the biggest game left I have to play in my career here on the Dynasty for the 4 years. We've been to 2 bowl games. We went to our conference. We won the Heisman last year. We did really well last year, so this is probably it for us. So, but the fact that I said this would be the game that I would stream just because it's LSU, it's at night, it's on my birthday, so I gotta do it. We're just hoping we don't lose by 1 million, so let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the sun
Valley.
has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium.
This Saturday night, if it's a full,
oh
my
Lord,
lord,
this
is crazy.
Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, because we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
We do start losing by 100.
LSU ready to kick it away to get things started.
All right, we have to kick off.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Yeah,
the
Brandon High,
offense will take the first swing of the game. Here he comes. And anytime this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, Dave.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot early, often. And he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than
but our line has
as
been
this guy
bad.
goes. So it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off
look at that hole.
because they are
you got to accelerate.
Find some space enough to get 5 to the 22.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Oh, we don't even know what buttons they are.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete on the right side.
Oh, that's a good first
knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
They're going to run it. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Little touch pass to the receiver. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
There we go.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down.
Come on, man.
They go to the ground. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
The road runners will line it up on 1st
Hopefully we
and
can
10.
bust something open. All right.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep.
Yep. Come on.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
We're going to get the first down.
They'll run it to the right side.
Oh, that is... Okay.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team.
Come on, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon.
His way to the house. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
Let's go.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
There you go, Brandon.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff team lining up to send
That's the former Heisman Trophy one.
Here he comes from inside his own 5.
That was
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The LSU Tigers
yeah, this is the one I'm
streaming.
I said at the beginning.
It's
the biggest game I've got to play in.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today.
Outside the Pac-12 championship game, but
best athletes on
this
the
is
field,
LSU at night
and when you got guys
on
like
my
this that can
birthday,
get after
so
the
I had
quarterback,
to.
points will be at a premium.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's
I do actually want to switch.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Line getting set on second down.
I just wanted to say that I scored on him.
Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end.
If I would have threw that, someone would have jumped
The
that.
biggest key there is the quarterback understanding
So this
that
right
A, it's
control
zone,
is my
but B,
actual
what
control.
kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know
Ooh,
instinctively
what?
where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
From the 39-yard
Look
line,
at why do they have
it's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Why do they have 7
Quarterback on
stars?
the keeper. And you can forget running in the middle
7
against
stars?
this defense. And now on second down for this offense.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have 5 to 7 stars. What the?
Touch pass on the right.
Brother.
Got a lot of running room.
This is crazy.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. LSU right back to the line.
They're just not the same defense that we used to. Dude, controller.
To the air, it's Collins.
We need an interception.
Looking for the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws
Yeah, I
away
already
from the
said if it gets
quarterback.
to 100, if I'm down 100,
in the
streams
field
off.
to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Can we just get out of this
down play
border?
coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going.
Why were you behind him?
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Going to the running game.
Oh, he just went right through the middle. Brother, what the fuck? Wow.
Touchdown, Tigers! 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet.
Okay.
Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't
They
happy.
did that in a
And
minute.
they add the extra point to finish the drive. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
No, we're going to need that.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. UTSA will take over in the offense,
the
ready
goal
to
is just to
return
get out
to
of
the
this
field.
quarter.
After standing on the sideline and watching
this
that
is
long
crazy.
touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And
Why
that's
did
a
you-
real thing, man. Like,
Come
you're
on,
playing
man.
a lot of plays, you get
Yeah.
worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary
Oh, this
football
is
because it's a
bad.
two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an
He
opportunity to
honestly
get their
might not have gotten that audible. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Can we call timeout? No, never mind. Yeah, we can sit here.
Looking downfield, it's Sullivan. And it'll be incomplete. This is
He
some
didn't get the
physical
he did
pass
not
defense.
get the
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're
He
not
didn't get the
receivers.
audible.
You really got to be perfect with the ball placement.
We
You
audibled
gotta
out
make
of
that
that.
a catchable throw. A little bit too tough.
He
for
didn't hear the
RPO.
audible. It was supposed to be an HB slam, but he didn't hear it. Like, the team, they can't hear the... Oh, man, this is crazy. This is what you play for. Undefeated, he didn't spit it out.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the
Shit.
air.
I saw...
Oh, what a grab
And
by the
that's when it's
defense.
over. Okay. Okay.
Touchdown LSU.
Yep.
And this defense coming up with points
Solid.
of their own.
Solid.
What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defense?
You're trying to get out of the quarter.
Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field.
How crazy was it?
Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team.
And my quarterback.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, and I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
He's just gonna scored on a first drive through a pick six, and this is his first year starting.
The give to the tailback. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second.
I'm at the bottom of the standings. That's okay.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open
Again, we
this
had a
period.
fantastic year last year.
Hand off from the shotgun. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
From the gun,
Bro,
he leaves him with the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, he clearly wanted to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
All right.
Looking to throw, it's Sullivan. He's right on target. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Roadrunners are on the move. Leaves it with the running back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The Roadrunners will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And he could not get loose on the run.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Trying to get to it. He's got his man. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3.
And then you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
We just can't throw anything down.
Rising as
We're always going to go to high because our best player. We just need to watch.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air.
There you go.
Makes the grab. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Line gets set. First down. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly.
Oh, they knew it.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
UTSA. That's not happening.
And the Roadrunners will try to convert
like
on 4th
that
down.
thing was shaking. I couldn't even tilt the stick. So I might as well just go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield.
Oh, come on.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down. Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field.
He didn't go, man. He didn't.
Looking for a productive
You're
play
right
on 1st
there.
down. Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Using the quick game. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He lost it high and deep down the left side.
Brother, how?
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year.
Like, that's ridiculous. He literally just... Okay. And I can't even...
This offense.
All these are still don't know how to do that.
After scoring the touchdown.
Well, I guess he wasn't nice.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
Oh.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Coming after it. Makes his connection. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Really?
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Really?
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Crosses to 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
The Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. Trying play action. He's got him in the flat. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. He'll just keep slinging it. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Looking for a man. It's Sullivan. Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of you, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Brings up second and goal.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. No,
how's that a fumble? Bro, get out of here.
Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
We'll challenge it. What do we have to lose?
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to.
He lets it fly.
Bro, how are these people getting so open?
A huge pickup. Touchdown, Tigers.
Okay.
What a grab and go for the score.
Okay.
They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Looking to throw at Sullivan. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. The give to the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Roadrunners will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. And the returner will be brought down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive. Find those couple plays you like. Push the ball down the field. At least try to get a field goal here, Palmer.
That's it, David. Just a couple of first downs here could be enough to steal 3 points before this half is over.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to fire on second down. Makes a connection. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And this one splits the upright. They'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific game from there in Death Valley.
We've actually gotten down there and
And
we've
it'd
just
be
messed
easy
up.
to say these two offenses are glad we've hit
we're about to get
halftime based on
drunk
their
off when we
respective
get out of here.
performances. It would also be accurate. turnovers and sacks have told the story so far.
They had a fumble,
They
had an interception.
Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's head back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
On the run from inside his own 5.
Like we're not getting turnovers.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He'll keep it himself. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Collins. Quickly complete.
Bro, what?
They'll move the chains
Computer with a spin.
43-yard line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
That's nice.
Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Caught on the outside, it's Watkins. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's actually
Looks
nice.
as if LSU will line up to punt it away.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Fires.
Come on, dude.
Intercepted.
Come on.
And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
And defensive backs you think don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception?
Come on,
nice
man.
job breaking on the football.
But my person, bro, what? Hey, but this is what it's like playing the number 2 team in the country at their place.
Loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
Like this.
Now on 2nd down.
And I've had so many scoring.
To the air, it's Collins. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad
now I'm
tackling.
just
You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Caught in the backfield, it's Parker.
Why is there no one there?
That catch and run. So dangerous, this guy. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Watkins. They stop him just short of the
My
first
quarterback
down,
is
but
13
it'll
for
be
6,
3
incompletions.
It'll be
But he has a
2nd
pick
down,
6,
and remember,
a
they
fumble,
can pick up a first without scoring.
and another interception.
It's complete to the left.
Like, what are these
They
moves?
get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And there is no question they should just keep letting this guy throw the ball. He's 5 for 5 on this drive. They've only run 5 offensive plays, and he's already got him down here by the goal line. Let him keep chucking.
Ow.
Quick strike complete. Touchdown by you, Bengals. And the stomping has commenced. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, It's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anymore.
Look at my controller.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, yes.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes.
Brandon High's about to die.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground to the right.
No blocking,
and
and
he's never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Yep.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
I saw that coming, man.
3rd and long coming up here.
Crowd doesn't even care anymore.
Dropping back, it's Sullivan. Zings it complete to the right. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Got a punt.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field.
This is smoking.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The run from the shotgun. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Pulls it and fires.
Bro, I'm so tired.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
And that play had no chance. And you sell pass, and you want to sneak the draw in there. The idea is to get those defensive linemen, Palmer, running up the field. But it's almost like they knew what was coming, and they shut that down quick.
Yeah, and so you're running the play. It's not going to be a great look defensively. As a quarterback, then, you've got to do a real good job of trying to sell pass. And
Like, how do you...
Touchdown, Tiger! And the beatdown has ensued. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent.
The fact that I
showed it to all of us right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was
the
hoping
fact
for
I
something
can't
a
get
little more
people open like
dynamic,
that
but they get him on the ground at the 20.
annoying.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
We're off the line.
In that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Okay.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
To
The best
the
player
air.
is
It's
about to
Sullivan.
die.
He looks that one in nicely.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third
No!
down.
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be
That's
so
why I hate
good.
the
You're
slant,
throwing
right?
at his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
What tremendous vision to find the crease and explode through it. He's down to the 31.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Running back searching for a hole.
Oh, that's
He's
nice.
knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see.
I was about to
Quarterback
say.
bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Number 29 on the field goal.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a
It's
chance
so
to show
crazy
off the
because,
hands
like,
based on the number
the
of
beginning
targets
I was
we've
doing
seen.
really well. This is wild. I've actually never seen this. Yeah, I still have a whole quarterly at GG. But playing like a top team
Will
like
the
this, who
beatdown
I've never played
continue,
a top
or is
team,
this
is
a
kind of wild.
comeback for the ages in store?
Just
We'll
because
see
I've had
as
3
we start
picks,
the fourth.
a fumble,
And as we
pick
start the fourth
6.
quarter, they'll try to knock 3 through the uprights. From
Like, I ain't kicking no
55
50-something.
yards
I
out,
can't kick a
and
55
he's
yard field
got
goal.
it. Never a doubt. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on,
Like,
Kevin?
it's just
Guys,
absurd.
let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun
Wanted
college football game
to show
today.
this because again, LSU
Akron
at
is
night.
currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program
And I've gotten
has
plays
picked
off
itself up
against the computer.
and it's capable of it again today.
Brandon High did.
It's a touchdown game.
no,
They're
he's
trailing
good.
by 7 to Vanderbilt. We'll circle back if anything.
Really?
Snag
He literally
by the
just bullied
defense.
him. Alright.
And they'll close in on him after
Okay.
a good return on the interception.
Okay. Whatever.
And the offense
He literally
suddenly
just
with
bullied
an
him and took the
opportunity
pick.
it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal.
42 Spider. 4 unlock.
Tries again to get it in. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. They're going to run it.
That's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can
It's like a real game. This is what happened to UTSA in a real game.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring and the defense better do something about it.
UTSA
Like,
will
is
take
Brandon
over in
High out for the
offense,
game?
ready
Like,
to
what is-
return to the field. Well, the good
What
news
happened to
about
him?
this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion.
Oh yeah, we're
Let
down
him
by
get
a
back
lot,
in
so I
the
could
rhythm.
just do it.
Yeah,
I
or
know.
find them an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He's got his man, makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He wants to throw. Got the back over the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Terrific job not just settling for the negative play and getting it to the running back.
Yeah, and you're supposed to go through your progressions, and you're obviously going to attack down the field and make a big play, but a lot of times when you dump it off to the running back, he can make something happen. And you're right, get something positive out of it instead of taking a sack.
The
This one
Roadrunners
out,
have their offense in high gear.
Ramos?
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking to pass. It's Ramos. And the
Probably he's
physical
out of
play there forces the incompletion on first down. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Bro, everything is a pick.
Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10.
Everything is a
pick.
pick.
Be a pick six. Touchdown, LSU. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues. About to go 8-0.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought
Everything
this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
UTSA
Oh,
takes
yeah,
over
almost
in the
always.
offense, ready
They
to hit the
auto-did it?
field. That last pick six after a drive
This
like
probably
that,
has to be the last
can
game I
swing
even-
the momentum of a game.
The defense is still
The new game comes out
such
tomorrow.
a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards, but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
The new game comes
The
out
offense
next
lining
week,
up for a
so
first down play.
crew members are going to probably be on that.
He's looking to
I
throw
will
it.
not be.
Rifles it down the middle. And the deep shot is complete inside the
I
35-yard
don't know how the
line.
fuck he was.
And the Roadrunners want to pick up the tempo.
That was crazy.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this
We're not
coaching
going to
staff
win
is
this.
still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play...
Bro,
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football.
That is
nice break on the
funny.
football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
After
That
the
is
3-yard pickup, they
funny.
come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll do it himself. Smashes
Bro,
through.
what
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Yeah.
They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
UTSA will take over in the offense.
You gotta
ready
let
to
him throw a
return to the
deep
field.
pass on this.
This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of echo.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Just gonna throw
The defense puts the exclamation
And
point of
it's
the day.
done.
They have had
Okay.
a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on.
Welcome
and
to
now
Jeff
just throw
Valley.
another sack
That
in
is
the
the number
equation,
2 team
hit
in the
the
country,
quarterback being
alright?
disrupted. They've been all over the field.
It has been said that the opposite